Epa! Good morning, this is Ivan, and what are the benefits of living in a big city such as New York? New York, the capital of the world, and what is the benefit? And I have a lot of questions today, but I want to show you today. Right behind me there is a street fair in New York City, and now as here Silver City. Drinking all day. You can drink the whole day in New York City. You can buy some stuff. You can be a subscriber. You can be a user. You can buy all stuff in New York City. This is one of the benefits in living in a huge town such as New York City. And I want to mention some more stuff here. Here is another stand. Here is another stand. Here it is behind me. Comes from Africa, I guess, African art. Let's see these things. Oh, so little things like this, big things like that. Hey man, where does this come from, man?
From West Africa.
West Africa, yeah? What's your name? What is your name? Free advertisement for you in my YouTube channel.
I just work for them.
He just worked for them. Free advertisement for them.
You're down further. They'll give you an advertisement.
No problem. How many years are you in New York? No. Yes, you can see. You can also see shy people that do not fully experience the New York experience. Yes, that's another benefit of New York. So now here are the few benefits. Here is a good thing here. It's called, yeah, my favorite guy. Hey, kettle popcorn, New York City, and all kinds of trucks are here, and all kinds of booths are here, and let them eat the lobsters. Here is another truck. This is the lobster truck. So now there is a fashion in the food truck industry in New York, and one of the benefits of living in a big city, you can experience these so-called portable, movable food stores. You see one like here? This is a cool one. And in this typical street fair you can see a glimpse of the New York. Oh, you want a French crepes? No problem, French crepes. Oh, you want to be a Frenchman? You can go in New York City and experience the finest food of the most expensive French restaurants, such as Marcel and other. Oh, you want a t-shirt? Oh, there we go. There's a t-shirt here. You can wear any type of t-shirts here. There is a t-shirt here. This is related to my new project, T-shirt Factory. Then you can wear jewelry. Then you can take pictures. Here we go. He's taking the photo of the doggy and the puppy. That's right. Do you see? He's taking a photo of her and a lot of yours. Hey, hello. How's it going? Are you from New York?
No.
Where you come from?
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. How's New York? You like
Very
New York?
good. Very good. Love New York. Huh?
Love New York. Everybody loves New York, you see? Let me get the proper angle. There's a photo shoot going on here. A photo shoot of the model, the puppy, and the photographer. Hello guys, how's it going guys? Yes, the model is there. House of Mac, you can get a Mac. You want a Spanish food? You want to be empanada? Yes, you can empanada. You can do. This is a good thing in New York City. You can have all this in a couple of square kilometers. Or you want a beer, or you want a what is this? Sangria. So now I just want to show you, here is the 9th Avenue you see behind me. I'll try to do an aerial view. There's a street parade, a street festival, a street food thing. But now, oh, you want to be Italian? Yeah, put your Italian style, man. Or whatever you call Italian. and you can have Zeppole. 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 There's a good stand behind me. Zeppole. And there is much more. You see what's up in New York. There's the organizer of Nine Food Festival. Nine Food Festival. Nine Food Festival. Hey, how's it going, man? These are the stuff. You have you want to get a bag from China? Here you go, 10 bucks, 2 for 20. You want to get blue ribbon fried chicken? It's cool. You want to get mini cheesecake? Hey! Yes, I want a sample. I'm talking about New York experience.
Hey, what's
That's
up?
a great
This is
experience.
New York style cheesecake right here.
New York style. That
You
is,
don't get much more New York than this.
this is the most famous. That's the very,
New
very,
York style.
very best New York style cheesecake.
Uncle Jimmy's cheesecakes. We also have Cuban flan straight from Lydia's kitchen.
Oh my goodness, this is a good one.
It's good.
Yeah, man, I've tasted a lot of cheesecakes. This one definitely. How's the business, guys?
It's
Let's
good.
talk about
It's good.
business.
Yeah, we're hoping for the sun today, you know. So yesterday
Sun.
was rainy,
yesterday
but today
was raining. Yeah, yesterday
we're
was a
hoping for
mess.
some sunshine. Yeah.
What's your name?
Ralph.
Ralph. Ralphie
Yeah.
here. Ralphie here. Advertising.
And
Good.
that's Uncle Jimmy.
Hey, Uncle Jimmy. What's up,
sir.
man? How's it going?
I'm good.
What is this on Facebook Live or
This
something?
is a YouTube channel. I have like a New York style kind of
Nice.
lifestyle channel.
What's the channel?
It's called Why Not Ask.
Why not ask? All right,
Yeah.
I'll check you out.
Check me out, man.
Yeah.
Good.
Thanks. Have a good
Hey, have a good day, guys. So here is the thing. If you live in New York, you can experience all of these things. And most of the people live in New York and they're stuck in their jobs or little social circles, so-called social circles. And where are these social? Now it's going to be the negative part of the talk. The negative part of the video. But you gotta bear with me just for less than a minute. So now many people they go to their job and all of a sudden their social circle becomes the circle of their job. Who you meet on your job, what you do there, what kind of activities. And this has to do with the corporation and these evil corporations that that want to make a lot of money. But honestly, I don't think this is the problem of the corporation. This is the problem of the person and the human nature and the human character. Most of the people, once they got comfortable in their desks and their chairs and their workspaces or their job positions, they get too comfortable and they there's a gallery here. There is some art. These are the bad people over there. You see that? The bad people, the stock exchange. They want to take your money away. So, the idea here is that most of the people that do have jobs in New York gave up on their dreams, those things that they really want to do. If you are a writer, yeah, I'm very empathetic with you. If you're a painter, yes, it's tough to make money from painting. If you're a musician, yes, there's a lot of empathy in my heart for you because it's not easy to make money. And New York takes a lot of money. To live in New York, you gotta make a lot of money. That's not doubt. Especially if you live in the center of New York City, so-called New York City. By the way, just to let you know, only a lot of people from somewhere else, from the world, they do not know that New York City, it's only Manhattan. Manhattan is the city, and the other boroughs are New York City, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, Staten Island. But when we say New York City, we here from New York, we just understand Manhattan. So it's tough to live in Manhattan. The bills are incredibly high. Rents are from $2,000 to $5,000 to $10,000 to $15,000 a month. And if you have a job, you better have some awesome job to keep up with this rent. Now, let's cut with the negative part of the video and talk about the positive stuff in New York City. What can you do in New York City? Now, some people have very cool and lavish lifestyle, even though they do not make a lot of money. In this materialistic world, we need to make a lot of money. But now I want to talk about the trend. There is a new trend now, and the trend is simply, I don't know how can I call it in my video. I like to make some names sometimes, but this trend is, let's call this minimalistic living, where people do not need to own anything. They just have a pair of clothes, you know, like a tie or a shirt, or sometimes a t-shirt. If you need a t-shirt, stay tuned for our project. But anyway, there is this new style of living, minimalistic, when people have their laptop and they do their job from here and there. They are traveling all over the world, and for that you don't need too much money. Now, related to New York, how this new trend, so-called minimalistic lifestyle or a laptop lifestyle or whatever, can fit in the grande experience of New York. Do you know that in New York there are more than 840 spoken languages and dialects? That is like tremendous and super huge ability for a person to experience these languages. No place on earth you can experience such a variety. So just living in New York and the ability to meet a person that speaks totally different language than you, and maybe some accent and maybe some dialect, that's a unique property of New York City. And then one more. Do you know that in New York City you can experience original food from almost any other country? Almost, I do not know, but probably. You can experience food from a village in Italy. There are some restaurants like that, and that's another thing. Also, so what is it? Number one, languages. You can experience languages. Number two, you can experience food. Number three, the most important, you can experience all kinds of people and belief systems. I will not go to the religious part of the video, but in New York you can meet infinite types of people, belief systems, experience. You can touch the heart and the soul of people that are totally different than your belief systems, and so it's a big variety. It's a big variety. And how about the super rich culture of New York City? How about this is number 4? So first languages, then food, then 2 is food, then 3 is people with their belief system, variety of ideas. They come from all walks of lives. You can here in New York, you can meet a person that yesterday was a homeless and today it's a very successful person in some area. Not about money. Maybe he is a spiritual guru. You can meet these people in New York, yes? And then the culture. The culture in New York, it's so rich. It's so rich. And sometimes people, sometimes people say, these American people, they do not have any culture. They have a new culture that is fucked up. And yes, don't get me wrong, for the majority of the people that is true. American culture, it's somewhat fucked up. Too materialistic, too instantaneous. They just want the so-called the immediate reward, entitlement. They're entitled, but not all of them. Not all of them. There is a big part. There is also a big part. I would have said a small part, but actually it's a big part of culture that you can be shocked if you have the ability to touch that kind of culture. let's say if you're a dancer, do you know that culturally, just from a cultural perspective, you can go in any kind of dance club in New York City. You wanna have a tango lessons? You wanna meet the tango people? Yes, you can do that in New York. You wanna have a breakdance experience? If you are a breakdancer, yes, you can meet the original breakdancers. They are in New York. You wanna have a valse lesson and classic dance lessons, or to meet the people in the underground community that are still living like in the 18th century. Yes, they do exist in New York City. All kinds of cultures, all kinds of dances. And now this is 4, but culture is very important. So number 4, I can do a little bit of more talking. Culture it's huge thing. It includes art, dance, music, and also other new types of arts, like for example visual computer arts. Do you know that in New York City are the best graffiti artists in the world? Or if they are not here, at one point in their life they must come here in New York and express themselves. And that is all very, very universal thing. So if you're watching this video and if you think you are talented, and if you have like some huge talent, if you think like you have like a super voice, you think like you can draw paintings very well, well, New York City is one of the places that you can actually get recognized. All you have to do is just go on the street, do your art, and just be patient. So that's another huge advantage of New York. Also, now let's talk about the nitty-gritty, the dirty part of the video, yeah? You can be financially successful, and that is the place, New York City. You can come here and there is a Uber driver. You can start as an Uber driver, and then later on you can do something else, right? You can, do you know that in New York City there is a horse and carriage? Something that is, most of the people don't even aware. They think like, since New York is so modern and so unique, and all the technology come from New York, but that's not true. You see, this is what you got. You got here a horse carriage. Most of the cities that are bragging about culture and stuff, that they actually invented the horse carriage. Some cities, yeah, they do not have that. Here in New York, we still have that. So I'm talking about huge potential, economical potential, cultural potential, meeting different people, experience different languages, tasting different food. And how about the wine? One of the most fine wineries are here in New York City. So that's all I wanted to say. This is a kind of appreciation for me that I've been in New York for nearly 17 years, and some of the people keep telling me like, hey, get the hell out of there, it's too tough, it's too hard, it's too much pressure, it's too many people, it's smelly, dirty, pussy, and not so nice. But yeah, it is somewhat true, but also the good side. And now, after all, I want to say something that if you came to the end of this video, I want to say something else. In time of adversity, there is a great opportunity, and most of the people cannot take it. Most of the people, they come to New York, somehow they got wasted with their menial activities, and they blame the big city for their unhappiness and failure. And some of them, they leave. A lot of people leave New York City because they cannot actually take the pressure. This city is not for everyone. This city definitely is not for everyone. There is a great opportunity, but it's also very tough. It's tough here to survive. It's tough here to deal with a lot of culture. It's tough to deal with a lot of languages. There is a lot of barriers in the human mind. Language barrier, cultural barrier, religious biases, belief system biases. People cannot connect to other people in New York, but just some people can connect to other people in New York. So if you like this kind of talks, if you think that's valuable, subscribe to this channel, and I'm gonna go on the streets of New York and ask even more questions for this channel. That's it. Subscribe.